No, no, it fucking didn't. What the fuck is fucking wrong with Streamlabs? Oh my god. Actual fucking piece of shit app. Season 14, Stream 1. And we're not playing Space Marine 2. We are playing Minecraft. We are playing hardcore. No mature game. Fuck it. Actually, well, let's just leave the mature game classification on. Why not? Update. What? It's failing to update Twitch settings? What the fuck is fucking wrong with this stupid fucking thing? Genuinely, what the fuck? I've hard rebooted my computer. I don't know what the fuck is going on. What the fuck? Edit? What if I try and edit one thing at a time? Okay, that worked. Why the fuck did updating both not work? Okay. So I can't update the name? What the genuine fuck is wrong with this stupid fucking app? Stupid fucking Streamlabs, oh my god. Hollowhardcore, Season 14, Stream 1. Can I update it? I can call it that! So can I call it Glutton for punishment? Okay, I can call it that. Can I call the title for Glutton for punishment, Sucker for pain? No! Why the fuck is that an unviable title? What the actual fuck is wrong with this stupid fucking Streamlabs app? Is sucker a banned word? Okay. Whatever. Do not fucking care. Hollowhardcore, Season 14. Game mode, survival, difficulty, hard. Allow commands off. World, default, generate structures on. More. Wait a sec, why can't I make a hardcore world? Ah, there we go. Hollowhardcore, Season 14. Yup. Yup. Okay. Now, there's loads of places we could spawn that would give us a good start. You know what? This is not a bad place. I will take this. Nice little mountain hill over there. Ruined nether portal over there. Video settings. Render distance 20. You know what? Okay, this is This is within acceptable parameters. First things first, we're gonna try and sneak up. Or we're gonna try and rush getting, I guess, a bed. I don't usually bunk down in the spawn area. It's not the best place to live, but oh. Okay. And since they're all different colors, I guess I'll just dye I'll dye the bed black. There was another sheep here, right? Wait, no. It would be easier to just take flowers, make dye from that, and thank you. Okay, wildflowers make yellow dye. Bada bing, bada boom. Bed unlocked. 1, 2. Bunch of stuff that I guess I could smelt down for metal. We are two blocks short of having enough to make a nether portal, but that's okay. What do we want to do with stream 1? I genuinely don't know. I guess last time finding a village worked out pretty well for us. Or just finding a nice place to live. Dark Forest, those are kind of noob traps early in the game. In case I decide to bunk down around here. I do like Dark Forests. I think Mumcraft was in a Dark Forest, or Mumcraft 1 was in a Dark Forest. Maybe I should take advantage of some exposed stone, grab myself all the things I need to make at least a furnace. And we can head for those mountains in the distance. I think mountains are usually a pretty safe bet for a starter location. All the things that spawn are probably going to be lower down on the mountain than I am. And there is safety in that. Now, I can't lie, I kind of have vengeance in mind. And I think it would be kind of poignant, considering the fact that I lost my last world to a warden, if I were to colonize an ancient city and make that my home base. There are a few problems for that, though. First, I need to get a shitload of wool. Second, I would need to get a good hoe, or a bunch of TNT. We can blow up all the shriekers from, like, we can make shit fall on the shriekers and blow them up. Or actually, yeah, there is no or. It's just that's my plan. Deal with the shriekers from an elevation. The amount of dried leaves I get are going to be useful. Especially consider... Oh! Oh my god, it's a pale oak. Well, that is a biome I don't want to go to. Even though having all... even though having access to that would be a pretty good for build aesthetics, honestly. I can't even lie. There are a few other things I've considered streaming. And of course, 14 will not start off. I will not be spending as much time streaming Hollowhardcore 14 as I will be spending, or as I did spend streaming Hollowhardcore 13. But I don't know. In the meantime, you might expect to see like a Dark Souls. If I can find my controller anywhere. God only knows where I put the damn thing. So there are a few things we can learn from the loss of Hollowhardcore 13. First off, Wardens are really strong. I mean, I knew that before, but holy shit, they are strong. Oh. Huh, no way, big dangerous cave. Any other surface minerals I can get without going into the danger zone? I don't think so. Well, that's okay. The second we see anything even remotely dangerous, we can turn back and run away. And we can avoid all the dark turn-offs. Oh, wait. Oh my god. That is a big fucking cave. You know what? In the face of a big fucking cave like that, I think I'd like to turn around and run. Run the hell away. Maybe I'll come back here later. Or maybe I won't. Who knows? It's carrots the currency, though, that I'm not coming back here until I have better armor. Now, which way was the elevation? Am I just running away from the mountains? Okay, so this seems like there's a few mountains in that general direction. Ow. But yeah, mountains are usually a pretty good early game place to be, because there's a high amount of iron at the higher elevations. And honestly, if you're willing to, you could just, carve a hole in a mountain, start growing a farm inland. And if you turn that wheat into cow food, you should usually stay abreast of like dying from hunger. Usually. I make few blanket claims, but you should be okay. So, I'm gonna have to run through here as quickly as I can, because I'm pretty sure creakings can spawn in low light conditions. Huh, I make gray dye. I guess that's cool. Oh! And what do you know? Mountains right over there. Oh, and mountains right over here. Oh my god. Which of these is which of these is the higher mountain? I wonder. It's probably that one, but oh wow. You know what? Honestly, you could build a pretty sweet like cavern dock in there. This reminds me of where I'm basing in Fossil Fridays, which I may have time to do again this semester because I have a much lower cost load. I'm sorry, is that a baby squid? Holy shit. I didn't know that the fish thing applied to the squids in 1.12.11. Okay, well, the more you know. I don't know what a good goal for stream 1 is. Probably not die. Hmm. Hmm. Chickens might be a good early games food source. But if I do want to go high up on the mountain, I should get leather boots. That's kind of always a good idea. Hmm. Oh man, you guys are just super unfortunate. Oh god, there's even 4 of them. Okay. Wait, what? Do I not have the targeted blocks turned on? Uh, looking at block. Okay. Ah, okay. Snow block, snow block. As long as I don't encounter powdered snow, I should be fine. Can you crouch onto powdered snow? I guess it's possible. Um, hmm. Well, I mean, as far as like day one places to live go, it could do worse than this. And powdered snow isn't that dangerous to me unless I panic. That being said, I did kind of panic in the end of Hollowhardcore 13. I assumed there was a lot further down to go. I assumed I could dig at least 20 blocks down. And spoiler, there were not 20 blocks down for me to go. Hmm. Cavern base would be moderately cool. Then again, staying on the move would also be pretty cool. Just trying not to, die. Then again, rushing the game would also be pretty cool. It'd be cool if I could end the episode 1 with, full on everything I need, full diamond. Which I guess I could do. I could just start mining. Would probably be about as fast as like hunting down a village and finding traders. Actually, with 17 iron, I should consider making myself a suit of armor. Next time, next time I need to raid an ancient city, I'm probably employing some sort of teleporter trick, as in like I'm creating like artificially loaded chunks, putting down like a teleporter back there, and then finding a way for us to just blink back home. I think the Frostwalker relog trick may still work. I think it may. Not good. Very not good. Actually, wait, hold on. Oh, didn't even need to. So, with this we should be able to be equipped with full iron and also kind of... I'm also pretty sure like most tools... Okay, pickaxe. Pickaxe sword is 5. Shovel is 6. Axe is 9, yeah. Hello, Frostbite KS. Welcome to the stream. Not a lot is going on. Mainly just trying not to die. So far I guess we're doing okay for now. I mean, but who knows what the future holds. Make this pickaxe real quick. I don't know if an iron spear is a good... You might remember me from Hollowhardcore Season 13, which is now over. Womp womp. Oh, you mean like where am I from geographically? Singapore. Okay, let me just make sure I have enough for the other tools. And we are going to be here for a little while. You know, could mind the... buff is a little overstatement. I know dude's way bigger than me. I don't know if I deserve buff status yet. Maybe one day I'll be deserving. But yeah, we died in Hollowhardcore 13. This is Hollowhardcore 14. I should have exercised more precaution while raiding a ancient city. And next time I raid an ancient city, I'm going in that bitch with TNT and bells and observers and a bunch of other shit that'll really get the wardens back up. I'm kinda tempted because we have, well, we have a big section of cave that is exposed to the skylight, but as we saw before, there's creepers just pouring out of, you know, crevices in the ground. And I don't think the added reach of a spear is going to make up for that much when they are exploding like 3 blocks away from you. I mean, it's pretty good against melee mobs. I have not. Actually, I didn't know Hytale had a stable release out yet. Is it any good? If it is, well, I mean, I was planning on doing Space Marine after my classes, which are from 7 to 10, but if Hytale's really good, I might be tempted. I might be tempted to jump ship. Okay, what else should I wait? Okay, I've got all of these. You know what? I'm just gonna get the pants, and then we're gonna hit the road. Wow. Okay, okay. We'll see how it does after, like, we'll see how it's doing after the first little bit. Just there's the novelty period where new games released, and it's got like a shitload of traction, and then yeah, we'll see how it does. Honestly, it'll probably beat out Minecraft very quickly. I don't mean to shit talk a game while I'm playing it, but Minecraft is getting a little bit stagnant, you know. Minecraft's getting a little bit tired. You know what? Gold boots and iron boots do roughly the same thing. It's just that gold boots do them for way shorter a period of time. Do we want to attempt a summit strike? You know what? I'll bring my bed. We'll go on a summit strike. But before that, we're gonna go down the exact way we came, because there were cows over here. Oh my god, it's turning night. Okay. Well. No No leather. No leather. God, what a... Man, I'm just having bad luck today. Okay. I would like to see what is at the top. And also, I would like to assuage my curiosity about whether or not there is an ancient city below here. Wait, you're seeing an AI ad? Like the whole ad's AI generated, or? Oh my god, I killed 4 cows with no leather. What the fuck? This is an arc, right? Killing something with a hatchet doesn't lead to you getting a different set of drops. But yeah, an AI ad is crazy work. They couldn't even be bothered to hire a marketing guy. Well. Yeah, I mean, the world's moving quickly. And it's moving in a direction I don't like. All those shitty AI memes are the reason it, like, like 64 gigs of RAM costs $900. I'm not going into that cave. I could, but I'm not going to. Because that cave is full of horrible things. Now, if I could just find where my... Ah, there we go. Okay, so it looks like the mountain doesn't get too much taller than the little crevice I jammed myself into. Giggity. And it kind of defeats the purpose of building a base on top of a mountain if the mountain's not too tall, right? Now, of course, you could do things like custom sculpt the mountain, but that's... Ooh. What do you mean by new diamond method? The water caves one, I played the game so long that in my head there's like 15 new diamond methods. The one where you find like a clay deposit and then you use that to find a diamond patch. Yeah, water caves go crazy. Water caves with a door is probably the meta I will go for. If not standard strip mining, find a cave, torch it up bit by bit. Ooh. Good point. Unfortunately, I'm not in the Mounts of Mayhem update yet, I don't think. I don't think I have Nautiluses. All I have are spears. Oh wait, no! Wait, if I have a spear, then yeah, okay, I have access to Nautiluses, never mind. Stack and a half, Jesus! Okay, yeah, that is low-key insane. As long as the block I'm looking at says snow, we should be okay. Now that... whoops. I just realized you can't indicate with a spear safely. That is looking like the type of biome I would live in. Am I looking for powdered snow? I'm actually looking for a mountain with the type of mountain you would find in ancient city below. And if you're asking why I do something like that, it's because well, the last time I died in an ancient city, I think it'd be a good idea to colonize an ancient city this time around and make it my living area. Yeah. Which will probably result in either me having a very epic base for Hollowhardcore 13, oh sorry, Hollowhardcore 14, or this being one of the shortest lived seasons we've ever had. Depends on how lucky I get, I guess. So, first thing is, I guess, find a mountain, a nice tall mountain. Third is, I guess, dig a poke hole in the bottom, and then we can have think about it like a Warhammer 40k hive city. We can have a surface level base and a below surface level base, like a hive city and like a regular city, or like an undercity. Oh, undercity would, you know what? Undercity is pretty. The word undercity is pretty good at conveying what I mean. But yeah, first things first, find a nice tall mountain. Second things second, dig a poke hole. If I can't find at least a little bit of a deep dark biome below that, I guess I'm looking for a new mountain to live in. Ooh. That would be good, except for the fact that the ancient city is like, oh, well, that's a very interesting snow island. It would be good, except for the fact that the ancient city takes ages to mine through. Oh my god. Holy shit, the terrain here is amazing. I'm gonna go loot that ruined nether portal, but first, I'm going to make myself a boat. And then oh, you know what? Actually, I should make myself a shield. I don't have a totem of undying, so the shield's like the next best thing. I was gonna say, this valley looks like an insanely cool place to build. Okay, so, oh my god. First off, okay, sheer cave with like a massive, like, spike of verticality. Second thing second, this like underground covered docking area. Third things third, there's enough space below us that glow squids are spawning, which tells me big underground cave potentially. I'm seeing a lot of... It is like the Bat Cave. Holy fuck, all I need is full netherite armor and the stuff to get like Batman looking trims. Okay. Okay, this shit may actually be pretty crazy. And then... And then there's this spot of land that's just across the way. That also looks pretty cool. I can't lie, the mountain's pretty cool, but I don't know if it goes high enough. I mean... I know, I have it in my head that there's a sort of like soft height requirement, and mountains are areas of like very high erosion, and I think you need to be below one of those high erosion areas to get a ancient city. I mean, don't get me wrong, there could be a deep dark below this mountain, but I feel like the places where I've seen deep darks before have been way bigger than this. Oh, you could take a peek. Oh, Nautilus. Too bad I don't have much pufferfish on me. Oh, change of plans. We're running away. We are basically at the bottom of the food chain. I don't think anything gets lower on the food chain than we are right now. I think a skeleton with really good aim. Yeah, there's an arrow sticking out the top of my head. I think it nailed me with it while I was looking down. You know, you grab the arrow, you jiggle it about. I start losing memories. Well, this is kind of... This kind of looks like the place you'd find an ancient city, maybe? That's an ocean monument, for sure. Something pretty cool could be done if I decided to base here, but that also means that if I'm embarking via the ocean a lot of the time, I'm gonna be getting mining fatigue until I deal with that problem. Hmm. Herm. Hello. Welcome back to stream. Yeah, I fucking hate mining fatigue. This looks kind of like where you'd find an ancient city, I guess. You know what? Worst comes to worst. Oh, right, my inventory's full. Worst comes to worst, we can use the poke hole method, which is where you just dig a bunch of holes to bedrock with like ladders and a bunch of too wide holes to bedrock with ladders in them. I think that may work. I mean, I used the poke hole method to find a couple of caves, but honestly, for the one where I found the deep dark, it was just kind of straight down. This is powdered snow. Snowy slopes, I believe, are one of the biomes that can be an indicator of an ancient city below them. I think. And I guess if I'm going to make a home here, I might as well go to the summit. Which biomes don't they spawn in? It would be easier to ask which biomes they do spawn in, because you need high erosion areas, and erosion is calculated based on, I want to say, elevation above sea level. So, yeah. You know what? These are basically, this is basically the highest point on the mountain. So, yellow bed. So, no plains, and actually, I don't know if a regular mesa has enough vertical elevation for them to spawn in. I would need to check the wiki, but in lieu of like a concrete answer, I'll just tentatively say maybe. Okay, so I'm going to throw a bunch of this stuff up here. You know what? I'm not even going to start making a house unless I'm very sure that that this is, you know, the right place. Also, mainly because I'm gonna need a lot of sticks to make enough ladders to get me all the way down to. Okay, you know what? We are way above sea level, but this should be okay. Let me furnace, second furnace down here. Take half this, put this in here, and let's make ourselves, well, let's make ourselves a shovel first of all, but let's also make ourselves an extra couple of pickaxes, because even if we don't hit anything, you know, too deep, I can still just I can still just I can still just mine at a lower level. Although, if I wanted to make the poke hole, I should have started at sea level. That's kind of an oversight on my end. Although, making it at sea level may have put us too far out of the biome. Now, I know ancient cities are pretty big, but apparently you can. I guess they're both. I don't know. They're both pretty rare biomes. Mesa specifically is pretty rare. I hear spider. Oh, I hear skeletons. You know what? Give me a couple minutes. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. And yeah, I guess just digging down here, so I checked the wiki, and honestly, wait, I'm sorry, did I just hold on? Did I just see what I thought I just saw? What? Okay, apparently placing like a dropped item inside the hitbox of a ladder will make it start to climb the ladder. uh, God only knows what I'm ever going to do with that information, but it's information I have. So, it looks like you need to look for a somewhat large mountain to build a ancient city underneath, or to find an ancient city underneath, but that is not too much. Oh, fuck me, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot of nasties. I can make a conveyor with it. Hmm. Is there a way for me to... Huh. No, I'm just gonna have to reevaluate my life choices. Don't have the range. That's a skeleton. Favorite region, Alola, definitely. Favorite Pokemon, hard to pick one single favorite. Um, oh yeah, actually very hard to pick one single favorite. Probably Gibble, because it becomes Garchomp, which is an absolute monster. And yeah, I just kind of like Gibble. It's so goofy looking. Looks like it's filled with whimsy and joy. Can I? Okay. I can't lie, the spear's poke attack is pretty good. The only issue is where we are. Can I make him kill his friends? Hmm. Yeah, Gen 7 was like the first Pokemon game I dropped like a massive amount of time in. I'm talking like 200 hours in Alola. And I just love Gibble. He's just a goofy little guy. He's just a funny little guy. Hmm. Anything I could throw down there to get rid of them? I don't think so. I wish the spear jab had a slightly better range, but could I get a record from this? Do I watch anything besides, yeah. Sorry, what's SOA again? Oh, uh, I mean, I kept up with My Hero Academia for a little bit, but honestly, like I've not watched a lot of anime in the recent seasons. My shield is gone. I genuinely like I just you know what? Actually, I think I don't have the time. I didn't have the time to get into an anime. Oh, what am I even supposed to do? Well, I guess eventually like chisel them down. See if I can chisel them down until it's just him, and then whoa. I'm uncomfortable with how close that was. Oh, but hey, silver lining. 3 discs. Let's never do that again, shall we? Although, I'm probably gonna need a little bit of string. But yeah, pretty weird start to a Minecraft world. Day one. Day one in 3 discs. I think I was one hit. Yeah, I was one hit away from the grave. But hey, we got 11, we got Chirp, and we got Melohe. What a weird, almost like engineered situation that was. Well, I mean, it was engineered. I was engineering a circumstance in which the skeletons would get shot repeatedly. Or would. Oh god, he's got a way up. That guy had an enchanted bow. That could have been a problem. Okay, and then I guess we just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we block this up on all sides. Break these. And that, I just realized that fight chewed through like chewed through like all of my shield. But hey, I would rather it chew through all of my shield than all of my face. So, you know, lucky, I guess. Yeah. They need a... Honestly, I get that they were meant to be used as like a cavalry weapon. Like, you're meant to use a spear while riding a horse. But that's like a kind of a prohibitive use case. Like even at the end of the game when I was using my spear to fight the dragon, it was in 13, not this one. It was the amount of speed you need to do to deal a lot of damage is a bit prohibitive. That's just what we need. Another skeleton. Okay. Man. Where do we usually find ancient cities? It's negative 50 something, right? And we are at... Not even at sea level. Okay. Nothing should surprise me at this point. But if this isn't the one, well, then I guess we're headed to a different mountain. Can you imagine raiding an ancient city while wearing iron armor? Well, I could. I could. But no, I want to do it with like the proper methods. I want to do it with TNT. I want to do it with you know, like efficiency 5 hose, so I can speed mine the skulk sensor. Hell, if I could insta mine them, that'd be the best. Oh shit. Um. Uh, I don't know. A lot of things in there have a lot of health. Okay, I need to return to the surface, get as much iron as I can. Sorry, get as much, Okay, maybe I could do it if I was playing ranged. Maybe. Still kind of a big if, though. I would need to, like, I would still need to get up close and personal to break both shriekers and sensors. But then again, you know what's weird? I I know I should be taking this one a little bit slower, and I intend to. I intend to be taking this a lot slower because, you know, I died in the last one. But like, just think about how exhilarating it would be to. No, I can't let myself think about how fun it would be to raid an ancient city while wearing basically like shitty, like cobbled together iron instead of like enchanted gear. What I need is. Oh my god, yeah. What is a warden keeping prisoner? Probably a future boss. That, or they're guarding a whole dimension from us. Minecraft has this habit of dropping like pseudo lore. It's like it implies that there's a lot more story there than there actually is, and then it implores you to create your own. But it's got to be something pretty terrifying, right? If you need a city filled with wardens to protect the rest of the world from it, what is it? That Mojang could do something incredibly funny and like add Herobrine to the game. Imagine if they do that as like the last major update. Is like failed to contain Herobrine is just in the update patches, and he's in the ancient city. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, that's true. They do. Honestly, I thought he was gonna be the villain of the Minecraft movie. Jesus, my shield was down to 1 hit. Holy fuck. That could have ended very badly for me. Okay, this should be enough ladders. This should be enough ladders to get us down however deep we need to go. I think. Man, 3 music discs on day 4 is insane. You know what? I could probably make a jukebox and then put it in the ancient city, and then while the warden's like staring at it angrily, I'm just sneaking around in the back. I'm gonna be moving through that ancient city like fucking Bilbo Baggins. Moving through Smog's lair. Yeah, it would have been a little bit memey. But honestly, if Minecraft takes itself like, well, actually no, it doesn't take itself that seriously. It's never taken itself that seriously. Okay, what can you do early game to distract the warden? I know that snowballs are a pretty good distraction tactic, unless you throw them directly into the warden, at which point he knows where you are. Honestly, 2 observers and a bell. 2 observers and a bell. You can't fit a warden in a boat. Snow golems. Oh, actually, I have pumpkins. If I do find an ancient city, a snow golem would be a pretty good what's the word? Sacrifice. It would be a pretty good sacrifice to the to the warden. I just throw out a faithful snow golem, and while he's getting mauled to death by the warden, I'm just running away in the background. Really? What? How? We're at a little bit below sea level. I think God only knows. Oh wait. I think it's because silverfish stone can just spawn in mountain biomes. It's been a thing for a while. I don't get it either. Okay. 41 and oh my god, we don't even have enough ladders to make it to negative 50. Yeah, oh, you mean the one in the end portal? Oh, do you mean the trick where you get a potion of infestation and then you... Ah. Yeah, the XP... Oh, god, the silverfish XP farm is actually insane. And all it takes is like... All it takes is like a potion of infestation. If you have awkward potions and like a few pieces of nether wart... Oh, sorry, if you have a awkward potion and a few sticks of blaze rods, it's... Oh my god. And either an Alay or an Armadillo, right? Those are the 2 best ones for the farm. And I guess you need a sweeping edge sword, but after that it's insane. You could build like a bunch of tiny versions of that all over the world, just like mending stations. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough. Even if I could dig all the way down, I'm not going to have enough ladders to hit the ancient city. Yeah. You can go another 45 blocks down, which is to about negative 30. So if there is like a really tall skulk cave, we will encounter it, but if there isn't, meh. Oh, deep slate, that's big. Ancient cities are usually about this deep in the world, I think. Well, okay, no, I know for a fact the bottom layer of the ancient city is negative 52. But the top is kind of a high cavern, so we could... Holy shit. Holy shit! Okay. Lock the fuck in. First things first, I'm going to pop a candy into my mouth. And this may be one of the shortest Hollowhardcores there has ever been. Because... I'm in fucking iron armor. But, okay. Our goal here today is not as a... Oh. Yeah, we did find quite a present. Our goal here today is not as a conquering force, we are here as a scout. Plain and simple. There's 1, 2. There's a bunch of sensors. scout, then come back and destroy. Absolutely. Good idea. I'm just running upstairs to craft myself an iron hoe. I think that's a pretty good use of resources. And also torches. We got like, oh, actually. Okay, we can make over a stack of torches, but having a hoe is the best mining tool. Let me just combine these. 34, 46, 102, okay. I'd consider making an iron spear, but yeah. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna need a hoe, and there is a chance this leads to an ancient city. So if we so much as smell a warden, if we so much as hear like warden draws near, I'm turning and booking it the other way. I just hope the big fucker can't climb a ladder. Don't get me wrong, he could probably shoot me while I'm on a ladder, but I don't think he can climb one. Actually, I'm gonna think of it. I know a pretty good sacrifice. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I'm gonna need to... Okay. Oh crap! I did use all my wood making ladders and the like. Okay. No big deal. Huh. Nope. Imagine we're out here making plans about killing the warden or like conquering an ancient city, and then we just get murked by a skeleton. Would be kind of funny. Well, actually, you know what? We don't even know if there's an ancient city below here. It could just all be conjecture. This could all just be academic. Okay. Oh, some of this is regular ice. Okay. Make this. Now, first things first, we make ourselves an iron hoe. And then second things second, we make ourselves a pair of shears. So that I can dump a bunch of the... Well, actually, I'm gonna dump a bunch of this up here. Taking the boat in case there's something I need to trap. Taking this snow block and taking... I'll just take like 5 pumpkins. Now I'm not without backup. Okay. Thank God there are no... It is absurd how many jabs it takes to kill a single zombie with a stone spear. Stone axe would have 3-hit that thing. Oh. Okay. One Shrieker down. Okay. So far, so good. We have found a deep dark biome. Which means, honestly, if we want to get some tools enchanted, we are, you know, in a pretty good place for just brainless XP farming. Okay, I get it, I get it. I get the jab hits multi-targets, but holy fuck. Holy fuck, this is a mid-tool. Okay, big cavern, big open area. That is definitely a Shrieker. Oh. So is that. No Shrieker activation? Brilliant. Okay, there's definitely a pair of Shriekers down here. Soon as I saw the risk of that zombie proccing that, I immediately turned and ran. Not worth my life, you know? goal. Destroy at least one of the Shriekers. Ideally 2. Okay. Okay. I think the thing that put my life at risk the last time was the fact that there were 2 Shriekers close enough to each other to do that. That they would effectively cover each other like pieces in chess. In fact, it was two Shriekers that were literally next to each other. Please don't grow. Please don't grow another Shrieker. Okay. Catalysts are the problem. I almost said Catholics are the problem. Okay. Where else is there a batch of sensors that needs to go? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have any more torches. Big whoop. We're gonna run to the surface. We're gonna get more torches so we're not being harassed continuously while we're down here. And hopefully we can end the episode by finding the ancient city. Or at least diamonds. Diamonds would be nice. I didn't realize those catalysts were as dangerous as they were. Okay. Lock in. Scouting mission first. Next, destroy. Seek and destroy. But also make sure I end the stream early enough that I have time to study up for my class materials and also get myself dinner. That'd be nice. I like how I don't even have a house yet and I'm raiding an ancient city. Or I'm looking for an ancient city. On some El Dorado type shit. Did that chicken lay another egg yet? No? Okay. Well, I'm actually going to need food. And I guess while I could dive into the dive into the ocean and start killing things, it would be a lot easier if I could just get the chicken into oh, you know what? I could get the chicken into a small confined space. Hold on. No? Well, time to go get some seeds. Okay. You know what? Change revision of opinion. Maybe the spear's okay. Good for poking things from further away than they can poke at me. Okay, there's the chicken. I should be able to... Actually, honestly, I could put it in a 1x1 hole with a hopper poking out the bottom. That'll probably get me all the eggs I need. How much spare iron do we have? We got about that much. Okay. Yeah, we can make one. And you know what? Fuck it. Let's also make ourselves a spear. Why not? 3 attack damage is better than 2. Then make a hopper. And then, honestly, let's just make a barrel. Okay. So, first things first, gotta find that chicken. So, as time passes, that barrel will start laying eggs. I will throw more eggs into that container. We will effectively make an egg farm. And then, using that, we can breed a shitload of chickens, and I can probably make some sort of automated chicken cooker. But in the meantime, we don't have all that much to eat. So what I'm going to do, put this back on. We're going to venture back into the Skulk Zone. And hopefully we will be able to get our hands on... Well, hopefully we'll be able to set our eyes on a ancient city. An ancient city, yeah. Maybe more than one. I don't know. What I do know is we've taken care of most of the skulk on this side of the cavern opening. Oh, there's one below us. I wish I had known that there was a warden, or that there was a shrieker at least below us. That might have impacted some parts of my decision-making process. That would have impacted quite a few of them, actually. Okay. Going to need to get to that shrieker. Right there, somehow without making any noise. Oh, and there's another shrieker all the way over there. Am I going to be able to do that? Make it all the way there without triggering a... Okay. And there's one more over there. I don't know why I'm speaking softly in real life. It's not like the game can hear. Okay. Mineshaft and our first diamonds. Quietly reposition. So there is almost definitely an area below here that is, yep, filled to the brim with skulk. It's probably below there, mainly. Being a spear fighter isn't the best isn't the best gimmick, I feel. Okay, we've actually destroyed quite a few shriekers. We've broken 9 shriekers and 51 sensors, which is okay, I guess. But honestly, we are quite close to starvation. We are we're not doing the best we've ever done. Oh god, we're gonna be eating rotten flesh. Brilliant. Or I mean, I guess I could. You know what? We do have a little bit of bone meal. I could make like a little bit of water. Oh, well. Nope. That didn't make another chicken, so we'll just leave that there. And how much wheat can we afford to make? The sooner we have 2 chickens we can rub together, the sooner we can have, well, More food. Or better food in the form of chickens. But yeah, that place down there is dangerous. Oh, okay. We're in kind of desperate straits. I could cook and eat the kelp. I guess I could also eat the glowberries. This is genuine starvation, by the way. Actually, hold on. There's something I could do. I could make myself a... You know what? I could do a little bit of fishing. We aren't ready for the... We aren't ready for the effort of having to go all the way down and, you know... This just makes way more sense. So, put this here. Bam. 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 Okay. And now we find a convenient way to get down to sea level without dying. And honestly, we could just make like a staircase. It wouldn't be permanent. Oh shit, and the water hydrating my crops isn't permanent either. Come on. Okay, let's see it flow the exact same way. Oh shit. And now we're just gonna wait here for a while. Actually, you know what? Name can't eat those. I was gonna say there is probably enough stuff down in the mines that I could create an auto fisher. You know what, actually? Auto fishing sounds like a better idea than sitting here doing this for a long ass time. Plus, once we, if slash when we get mending, this is basically gonna pay for itself. Oh, we got our first tree. That's nice. Okay. So first thing we need, note block. Imagine how insane a plunge attack would be if I... so at the minimum I need 6 pieces of iron, because 4 for an iron trapdoor, 2 for an iron pressure plate. Getting a mending hoe and cleaning up that cave would probably be super satisfying. Okay, so first things first, note block. Second things second, heavy pressure plate. Third things third, iron trapdoor. Last things last, I think I need a fence. Okay. So what I do is I would set up like a platform like here. And then I would... Shit, I don't have the iron for... Oh wait, no, I do have the iron for hopper. Amazing. Okay. Crap, I do not have the hopper required for a bucket. So I'm gonna have to go back down into the mines and grab that. Eventually. I mean, one of these days. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back down there. There's a little bit of gold. Do I see any iron? Nope. There's a little bit of iron in the roof, I guess. Is this... Oh. Man, there's way more cave over here. Are we about to run into an ancient city? No, but holy fuck, this place is huge. Oh. I see more skulk down here. I'll remember that for the future. For the present, I need to get out of this fucking cave. Jesus, you eat kelp like it's nothing. Although to be fair, when I eat kelp, or when I eat like seaweed in real life, I get through it pretty quickly. Let me try and find some iron that's on the floor of the cave instead of on the ceiling. Ah, there we go. And all I need is enough to make one bucket. Done. There's more up there, but we'll save it for if/when we have a fortune pick. Or a silky pick, so we can just bring it up with us. Okay, so it's 2:30. I'm probably just gonna fish until the fishing rod breaks, because there is a way to get string downstairs, and, you know, we can eventually get our hands on mending, which should not be too difficult, I don't think. We should make this a trend. Whatever kills me in like Hollowhardcore season X is what I build my base around in Hollowhardcore season X+1. So if in like 13 I die to a ancient city, boom, I need to live in an ancient city in 14. If in 14 I die to a blaze, I need to live in the Nether in 15, so and so, such and such, ad nauseum, ad infinitum. Wait. There we go. Nice way to make sure. Oh, iron only I can get in. And then it would be best if we could put a cauldron up there, or like something to prevent, like, I don't know, a very lucky phantom from making its way in. But unfortunately, I don't think we have glass. So, in the meantime, I guess a fence gate is gonna have to do. But yeah. I'll be back in a little while. See you then! Okay, we are back just as our fishing rod's about to die, and okay. That is not a... That is a not insignificant amount of fish that we can cook. Okay. So let's put a bunch of stuff up here, first of all. You know what, second of all, let's make ourselves a second chest real quick. And then I'm just going to take all of the sticks we have and like half of the coal. And we're going to make ourselves a nice large amount of torches. And then we're gonna go explore the alternate path down. Actually, before we do that, let's okay, 4 eggs. I don't understand why none of those eggs caused the chicken to be born, but okay. Actually, I don't understand why none of those eggs even flew. Do you now need to shoot them in like a specific direction? Like I'm very confused, but eh, whatevs. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm saving that for when I have the stuff I would need to make myself a good, like, pickaxe. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be saving most of the ores in the ground, except for diamond. I'm gonna get 5 diamond, with the intent of making myself an enchantment setup, because we are directly over a skulk zone, which means a shitload of... Well, it means a free and easy shitload of XP. Okay. Second diamond. And okay. I see two shriekers right over there. Okay. Ah. Okay. So these were the shriekers that were hearing me as I was running down below them. I get it now. I'm just gonna stay very, very still. And then I need to wait for that thing to... Okay, they basically all have a cooldown, right? You can't trigger a skulk sensor that many times, or else it starts, or you can't trigger a shrieker that many times. Basically, get rid of that, rid of this. Okay. Oh, I just heard Warden advances. Can I get to the Shrieker without triggering any of the others? Oh, yes. Thank God. Oh, yeah, and I'm level 25 now. So, it's looking like there are more Shriekers up there. In fact, one of them is probably the thing I triggered while I was running around above here. But at the moment, the only one I can see is that one. Or did that one send a signal down to that one that activated them? I couldn't tell you. Yep. Oh, is that the darkness effect or just... Oh, I should move. No shriekers here, right? Okay. Hmm. Oh, and this leads me basically to where I started. Yeah, a little ways up, and that's where I broke in. Okay. Well. Good news is we've cleared most of this area out except for like a spot around here. Yeah, there's a shrieker somewhere below that. And I just heard the sound effect, Warden draws close, which is not something I ever want to hear. Like, ever. So I'm gonna go run upstairs, I'm gonna go get more food, and we're gonna see if we can do something about that one splotch of skulk downstairs. Although I will say, this is a tall-ass climb. But even still, it's looking like we're not going to be finding an ancient city below here. At least it won't be like right, it won't be situated right beneath us. Oh well. Away. Just going to make myself a diamond pick, and we're going to grab then I can take this down somewhere. We can use it for turning a lava pool into obsidian. But more importantly, what's the deal with eggs not throwing if you're very close to where they are? What's the deal with that? Shit's weird. I think we've run out of... Yeah, we've basically run out of light options down there. What we may need to start doing is smelting a little bit of actual wood to make charcoal. Remember when I had a wood farm? I do. Shit was amazing. Do I want to make one last attempt at getting that shulker? I don't think I do. I could make an attempt at getting 30 levels, but I think I'm honestly content to just end the stream here. Yeah. Okay. Ending stream here. Thank you all for watching. I will catch you guys at a later date.